we're in Petoskey area. It's called Burnt Marshmallow. So it has a name that I can really get behind. I'm pretty excited, but it looks more like a farm than a brewery. And it's also a winery. I think it's called Rudbeckia.
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 Something like that.
Yeah, so lots of pumpkins everywhere. It's raining like cats and dogs right now, but really cute. We go inside though.
But I want to just point out, you look like you really went all out for our date night and embraced the fall.
You have to before the snow comes. We're getting snow this weekend, guys.
Well,
probably, as this is posting, it's actually probably snowing right now, Saturday.
Well, you look cute.
They use Riedel glassware for their beer. We usually use Spiegelau, but Riedel is kind of to wine what Spiegelau is to beer. So I thought it was interesting that we're using a Riedel glass for beer tasters. And the thing about Riedel is that it's a very, very thin mouth up here. The inside has actually got very microscopic crystals, which kind of they're abrasive on the beer, the wine, whatever, and it opens up to the palate. So when you're drinking, you're getting taste, palate, the aroma, and the look of it. And Riedel kind of lends itself to those things better than anything else. What you got there, lady?
Okay, this is the one I'm most excited about. So in my opinion, this is like the flagship beer for them because it's s'mores porter. So when you think of a burnt marshmallow, you think of roasting s'mores. And this is what this is, essentially, in a glass. I've tried 3 or 4 different s'more flavored beers that have all fallen short. It's more like they smell like a s'more, but they don't taste like a s'more. It ends up tasting like a standard milk stout or a chocolate stout or a chocolate porter, but I don't get like the graham cracker flavor or the sweetness from the marshmallow. So I'm not sure how this one will do, but I'm pretty excited about it. It smells smoky for sure, so I get like a roasted vibe from a deep chocolate scent. I don't smell marshmallow, but not that I think that I would anyway, but I do get like graham cracker, so I think I'm getting like smoke and graham cracker and chocolate.
It's funny because they say on their menu that if you order a full pour of it, then you'll get garnished. You'll get it garnished with a flaming marshmallow.
Pretty sure I might have to do that.
But they also warn that you're supposed to blow out the marshmallow before you indulge.
That's a good tip.
So you don't catch your hair on fire with a burnt marshmallow.
Yeah, okay. Yep, that's the one.
Is that it?
It tastes like a s'more.
Does it?
Mm-hmm. You go.
All right.
Graham cracker at the end, but you get chocolate and like the sweetness
I smell the chocolate.
at the front.
The chocolate.
And the finish is more of the bready, buttery
And there is that smoke.
graham cracker. Yeah, definitely.
Kind of, the scent kind of reminds me of that pork one from Right Brain.
Yeah, the Pigolista.
Pork Pigolista thing. I was going to call it porkopolis or something like that.
No.
Pigolista?
Yep.
From Right Brain, about the brine. It's good. It's really good. Like, good enough that I would order one for myself.
8.2% ABV and 39 IBUs.
Yeah, that's really good.
Okay, go ahead and try this. Up in Smoke, Smoky Maple Apple Cider.
It's smoky smelling, liquor smelling. But I'm not really a cider person, so I'm not really looking.
Yeah, but they have 2 ciders,
Really
and this
sure
is a
what
winery as well, so
here.
having a cider is kind of like that mingling in between
It's,
area.
For me, it almost has a medicinal smell.
Okay.
But again,
Which is odd from like apple,
I'm not-
smoke, and maple.
Yeah, so I'm not. It's good.
Is it smoky?
Yeah, it makes me want a bacon cheeseburger. It's got a smoky bacon taste.
Okay, so this one has a really cute name. This one's called I Love It When You Call Me Big Pumpkin. But I think it's pumpkin, not pumpkin.
I was going to say, that's not how you said it.
The way that I pronounce it, pumpkin. That's actually how I say it. It's kind of funny. It's here's the descriptor. Subtle earthy pumpkin flavors, finishing with caramel malt and smoothness with a slight lingering of cinnamon, makes us wish that fall would never end. Die. says die, which is more epic. So we have snow, like I said, coming this weekend. It's supposed to snow Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so that sentence wraps my feelings up exactly. It's 30 IBUs, and it doesn't have an ABV listed for this beer, but I'm pretty excited about it. We've been doing a lot of pumpkin beers this month. 7.8% ABV, now we know. Okay, so first thing I smell is like clove, cinnamon, coriander, nutmeg, like it's very spicy. Very warm, very rich aroma, very earthy for sure, so I agree with that one. I get pumpkin, but it has more of a bitter taste to it. It is still sweet, but it's more bitter at the front and it smooths out and is sweet at the finish. Pretty solid beer. We typically don't like pumpkin ales too much. I like the idea of them more than I like the actual beer. But lately I think the Smash-O-Lantern from High Rate Brewing is one of our favorites because Dana likes it as well.
Oh yeah,
and
that one wins hands down. It's a great beer.
Well, recently we had that other member that we just tried in the hunting video. Itself apart from the other two we just mentioned.
Yeah, kind of. I agree with your nose. Cinnamon, cloves, coriander, maybe. Spice, autumn spice. Yeah, more tart than I would expect. You're right. You're absolutely right. It sets itself apart from the other beers that we had.
Because it's more bitter.
It's got the bitters in it.
But what's interesting is
but it still holds true to the pumpkin taste and the cinnamon taste. It's
because
very good.
The issue with a lot of commercialized flavors that are used, especially seasonally, is they are artificial. So when you think of pumpkin, you think of this very, very sweet flavor because you think of pumpkin pie and whatever it may be. But pumpkin itself is kind of bland. There isn't a lot of flavor and it's not very sweet.
No.
It's a squash. It's starchy. So
this beer...
This is more true to natural flavor.
I think those other beers, if you drank a full pour of them, you may get tired of the taste at the end because it's sweet. Mm-hmm. Whereas this one, having that
it has still the beer aspect to it.
Still has the beer aspect to it. It holds true to the beer, and I wouldn't get tired of drinking a full pour of this. I think the other ones you may.
Yeah. We are doing the ghost pepper spicy hot citrus ale.
No, we are not. I'm being forced to. That's what this amounts to.
Okay, but can you remember there's one by Shorts.
I know.
That you actually didn't mind. I can't remember the name of it this very minute.
Hot, spicy.
You're a baby with it. You're probably we're gonna see like
doing?
Sweat on his head probably when he's drinking this. Okay, so it says this is a very spicy hot. Take on our amber and caramel malts, lend its hand in giving its color while select yeast and fresh grapefruit leave behind quite a bit of heat. And they put this in caps.
I'm eating
7 out of 10.
Immediately after.
And a citrus mouthfeel. Taste at your own risk. 5.8%, 26 IBUs. Try this with an order of ghost pepper salsa and chips.
No.
It's too much heat for you. Good thing you're not in the kitchen. All right, grab it.
I don't want to.
Grab it. Don't be a baby.
You're a jerk.
Let me get real zoomed in here, guys. Beer stank face is gonna happen.
I got a beer stank smell. I'm like...
You have an audience too. Like he's excited about what your face you're gonna make. You made a pretzel immediately. Is it gonna get worse?
You're gonna have it.
That's what we call a 3-sip beer.
Oh.
On the 3rd sip, you start tasting the grapefruit and the citrus.
Okay.
Put it there to cut the heat. But that first sip, same reaction.
He's trying to get me to taste another one. That's not gonna happen.
You might have to.
No. I'm still
We'll
waiting for the
see.
burn to stop.
Oh, well, you like spicy stuff.
Not like I don't like drinking spicy stuff.
Well, get ready.
Eating spicy stuff is a totally different experience.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, that smells spicy. Okay. It's the kind of thing you would add ghost pepper to like mango salsa to cut down the heat. And like he was saying, there's citrus in it, and they did that intentionally to cut down the heat. But we'll see if we can get through 3 sips. it hits you right in the face.
It stands up and smacks you around.
I like it. I just like it. I want to dip tortilla chips in my beer. That's a problem. It's good. It's like a blanketing heat. Like kind of like you first drink it and you're like, okay, that's not that bad. Then like immediately it's like hot, and it's almost like when a fire ignites.
Like a ghost.
No, well, I mean, if you want to be cheesy, yes. But when a fire ignites, so like if you use gas to light a fire and you throw the match in and like it hits and then all of a sudden it's just there, it's kind of like that.
Oh, take your second sip.
It's less spicy in the second drink for sure.
Sipper.
He said 3 though, so we need to do 1 more and see if we get something. A little bit. I mean, I think the only thing I can pick out is grapefruit because it's quite a contrast to the spice. It has that bitter grapefruit situation, but it's not as bitter as it would be if it was an isolated tasting note because of the spice. But the spice definitely accumulates. It is a little spicier after the third sip, but it's not the crazy, like, it's not as intense as it was like before I went from no spice to spice. It's just adding to the pile of spice. It's a good beer though. Like if you're looking for a beer and you like spice, this is the one for sure. My brother would love this. He would love this. He would cook with it. He would like use this for fajitas.
It'd be an interesting idea.
Yeah.
Makes it very Bloody Mary.
That's a good idea.
I bet it's a great
Bloody Mary, that's a good idea. So we might be coming back to get some of this for a Christmas gift.
Possible.
For Lou.
All right.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay, we're back in the car. We purchased a crowler of the s'mores porter and
How many pours was that? That was like eight flights?
we did 8, which is every beer they had on tap right now. They have a lot of wine as well, but it was really cool. We were the only people in there. Small brewery, it only holds 45 people inside. They've been open for 2.5 years, so they opened up midway through 2015. Really small still. They're not really distributing at this point, but they're on their way.
Interesting though, what he said was that they're expanding right now.
They are, yeah.
And if you can turn their camera to see, right there is some of their construction materials.
Yep, they're expanding right now.
They're expanding because they've done so well. They started actually, when they first started in the wine business, they started in California, which is kind of the place for wine in the United States, I guess. So they started in California, got so big and they did so well that they brought it back here. They grow a lot of their ingredients right here on their very own farm.
Yep.
And the brewery business has gotten to the point where they can't continue to brew wine out of this location, so they have to expand. Because right now, there's literally fermenters inside of the brewery bubbling while you're sitting there drinking.
Yeah, which is actually kind of a cool feeling.
It's cool, but it's very cramped, very small. This brewery could do big things if it's managed well.
Yeah, for sure. So really cool we got to be there at this point. I'd like to see where they are in 5 years, honestly. It could be such a more expansive and bigger thing. The Petoskey area specifically only has 6 breweries and they are one of them. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this spur of the moment brewery hop. We're gonna go to the casino now. Wish us luck. Thank you and cheers.
Cheers.